Can we talk about Warped Tour?
Yeah, Warped Tour. Yeah.
What was your experience on it?
Um, I personally, I mean, there was a lot of interesting factors because Warped Tour has a lot of like really good things about it, and then obviously there was like the dark side of the allegations with bands and stuff. And me being a child on that tour, there was like a lot of bands that I was around that eventually got called out for that stuff that I was like almost somewhat friends with. So as like a child, it's like you're already like having a hard time comprehending that that's even a thing, let alone like seeing like, oh, this guy was my friend and now I shouldn't be friends with them, you know? So but besides that, like, I mean, it was so positive, but definitely not a traditional experience I was definitely probably the youngest person to ever be on Warped Tour, actually, on the actual tour.
Was it as hard as they said it was?
For me, like the hardest parts well, okay, so there's a couple hard parts. Like, I was just getting into YouTube and I was only pretty much recognized for being friends with people that were already on YouTube. I was just like the side character, but I had cute emo hair, I guess. And so the Warped YouTubers was a thing, and it was a couple people, and the lines were massive. Like, it was thousands of people, and it never ended.
For wanting to meet you guys.
For wanting to meet them, and then I was there, yeah.
You're so funny.
And I yeah, so we would meet people constantly, and then bands did not always enjoy that because they're like, oh, the music, you know, this is before bands really were all doing social media at this time and understanding that this is kind of where you got to do both. But yeah, like, we would be just doing the meet and greet lines, and sometimes parents would get mad at us, and sometimes we would, you know, have to end our line because there was just like a rule, like, hey, you meet people for 3 hours, and then, you know, you got to stop because we don't want the whole tour to just be a meet and greet forever. Yeah. So it'd be stuff like that, and then there would also be yeah, for me, like, a hard thing. The hardest thing for me on tour is using the restroom. Like, I fucking hate using public restrooms.
Are you nervous?
I just like especially number two. Fuck that.
Oh.
Hell no. So I learned very young how to just hold my bladder for like a week.
So for 3 weeks straight.
Yeah. No, straight up, I would like just not go. It's insane until we had like a hotel room every now and then or something. I don't know why. It was very rare. So that was one thing. And then like showers obviously were very difficult because especially like me being younger, because a lot of them would like, there would be like random, like, oh, you have the option of a public shower or whatever. I'm like, I'm fucking 16. I don't want to use that. Like, yeah. And I'm just like nervous around people. So it would be stuff like that. But Warped Tour all in all was like such a great experience. And I wish as an adult I got to experience it. And I hope maybe one day there's something like that, or it comes back and I get the opportunity to, I don't know, be a part of it to some degree.